Hi, Sabrina.
Hi.
We are here at in Winston-Salem, at Wake Forest University in North Carolina, of all places, as a part of the Performing Arts Project. Is this your first year here?
This is my first year here.
Same.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. Okay, good. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds just to full on spew out everything that you know about yourself, just so we get an idea of who you are. Are you ready?
All right, yeah. Yeah.
Ready? Go.
Okay, cool. My name is Sabrina Mangone. Woo! I am from West Palm Beach, Florida, but I was born in New York. I moved here when I was 9 years old. I started theater when I was in 6th grade. I had a teacher that was really influential to me. She was like, hey, you should do this. And I was like, yeah. I auditioned for Performing Arts High School my 8th grade year and then got in. So I'm there for theater. I'm at Dreyfoos in West Palm Beach. And yeah, I've been doing theater ever since, but I've been kind of dibble-dabbling in what I want, acting,
5 seconds.
Musical theater, and now I'm here at the Performing Arts Project, and I love it here so much.
Yay!
Yay!
That was awesome.
Yeah.
You were so ready to go. I love that.
I was just prepping. Wheels were turning.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to also know who you are and have that ready to go sometimes.
Yeah.
In theater, with our how we were doing self-taping.
Yeah.
The slate and everything,
Yeah.
Just saying your name out loud and who you are, where you come from is a big part of the job.
Yeah.
Good for you.
When people would be like, go, I'm like, I have it all.
You're ready, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a vocabulary for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you were born in New York. Oh my gosh. And you moved when you were 6.
Yeah, I moved when I was 9.
Oh, sorry, 9.
Yeah,
okay. And who was this teacher that influenced you?
Her name is Amy Miller Brennan. She worked in New York for a number of years. I think she did some off-Broadway stuff. But she was my drama teacher in middle school, and she directed the first show I was ever in, which was Snoopy the musical.
Snoopy the musical?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel to A Good Man, Charlie Brown, but apparently it didn't do so well. But I did that show. I was in the ensemble of that show in 6th grade. And she said to me, hey, do you want to pursue this? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so I've been working with her ever since. I don't work with her so much anymore, but she still is a part of my life. I babysit her 2 girls.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're still tight in that sort of way.
That's so lovely. It's good to have someone who can, mentor you in, a positive light,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Because so many people, in my, surroundings have wanted to go into theater, and then they were like, somebody told me I'm bad at it, so I stopped.
Yeah.
That one person who was just you know what? You're not good at this.
Yeah.
It can totally, drive you down a different path.
Yeah, and I'm lucky because my mother, my family is very supportive of me. When they first found out that I kind of want to do this, they were like, what? That wasn't really a thing in my family. Everyone's very sports-oriented, so, scholarships for softball and stuff is very common in my family.
Right,
But, no one has ever sort of tried to steer me in another direction. Oh, don't you want to do this? Or, oh, that's not very realistic. You need a fallback plan or something.
Yeah.
And I've never really gotten that. And I'm lucky in that way. Everyone's been super game. Okay, cool.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Especially now because you're about to graduate high school.
Yeah.
Big year.
Yeah,
So you're going to be auditioning for colleges. Do you have anything lined up right now that you're going to go into?
I am sort of still deciding whether I want an acting or musical theater program.
For sure.
Just because I feel not all the time, but most musical theater places I feel tend to put you in a box. And I'm not, if you're that kind of person, great, but it's not me, and I'd like to explore other things. I really love writing and directing and choreography, and
really?
I love to sort of dibble-dabble and all of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to make you, so much more of a well-rounded artist.
Yeah.
Cool. What have you directed in your time?
Directed? I've actually never... Oh, well, I directed a scene that sort of went to a district festival.
That's directing.
Yeah, that's directing.
Hey.
It was from The Female Odd Couple, and I directed it, and I was in it. So that was super cool, trying to balance all of that.
Yes.
And that went, and that got a good score. And I've also stage managed in my time.
Cool.
And that gave me really an insight to what behind the table work is like. And it's so awesome, and I've learned so much about myself as a person and as an actor too, because you realize what's good in the rehearsal room, what's bad in the audition room, and just figuring that all out is it's been super mind opening for me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All the backstage work
Yeah.
has to be a part of it, or
Yeah.
the show just goes downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And I think that everyone needs sort of a behind the table experience to sort of go into this.
I totally agree.
Insightful, yeah.
Awesome. Oh my God, that's so great.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best on your audition spree. I think it's going to be something that will, in my opinion, from my experience, like really show you how difficult it is to stand up there and be like, do you want me?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, like the schools in America are a lot different from Canada, but I've auditioned for like New York schools especially, and they've definitely, they don't hold any mercy towards you. Like they if you are there and ready to show off, then they'll be there to listen, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Are you like excited? Are you game? Or are you just like
I am
nervous?
Still sort of figuring it out. I hate auditioning. Absolutely. I will be completely honest. I hate it because I feel like I have to prove something.
Exactly.
But I'm trying to alter my perspective on it to I'm here to share what I love. And it's sort of hard to alter that perspective so quickly. Like, okay, I need to think this now or else I'm going to be stressed out.
Completely.
So, yeah.
All your knowledge of directing and writing and choreographing, and I think that'll all be seen in your audition.
Yeah.
And you can, you don't have to be like, I do this too, but they'll see it.
Yeah.
If you come in and you show up with that energy, that's a good mindset to have.
And I've been sort of anxious about, like, will they see that in me? Like, will I be enough? Like, am I the artist that this university wants or this university wants? And I don't really want to fit that mold, like try so hard to fit a mold, but be myself at the same time is sort of tricky.
Yes. Go girl. That's a great mindset to have.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm very interested to know where like your inspiration starts when you are creating something, whatever it is.
I'm a big sucker for history.
Oh, really?
I love history so much. It was my favorite class. Actually, I'm creating something right now that sort of has to do with my family history.
Where's your family from?
My family's from New York. Originally from Italy, came from Ellis Island.
You're Italian?
Yes.
So am I.
Look at us.
Chair.
Chair. So yeah, they came from Ellis Island, and my grandpa was in World War II. He was one of the first 10 men on Utah Beach in the invasion of D-Day. Oh my goodness. I found all of his letters to my grandma during World War II. So I found all of their exchanges, and I was like, this is so rad. Just like seeing their love story written out on pen and paper was really awesome to see, and they're the sweetest, most pure letters ever. And I said to myself, like, I need to make something out of this. So I'm trying to figure out a game plan, like, because for my senior year, we have to put together basically a one-person show. My department requires, like, put together a 20-minute one-person show to be graded as your final exam.
Oh my gosh.
So we need to develop a through line and everything. And for the longest time, I was like, I don't know what to do for this. But I found these letters and my grandpa's box of stuff from traveling all over the place, being in the our army during World War II. And so I'm sort of trying to figure out, like, a cool sort of one-person show that has to do with that.
That is going to be so personal.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish I could come see it.
Of course. Yeah, I'll record it or something. Yeah.
Something like that. Because I feel like that's it's a great way also to, like, explore your history of yourself and figure out where you came from and all that stuff. Wow, you have to do that for your final project.
Yeah.
And
I have to perform it in December, which is at a very, very inconvenient time in the college audition process.
I was going to say.
Yes.
That's like the scariest month.
Yeah. So I'm trying to just figure it all out now so I don't have to worry about it during that time period. But
you got it.
Yeah.
You'll do it. You'll do it for sure. Wow. So history and, like, is it mostly, I guess, history of, like, the last century? Or are you, like, super into, like before Christ times, like back, or is it?
Yeah, it's more like last century-ish.
For sure.
I'm really inspired by stories. Like I wrote a little 10-minute play about like during the Progressive era, the factories and the workplaces were not regulated. And there was a fire that had the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire happened due to unregulation in the workplace.
Okay.
And so all of these women, they passed away in this fire, and while they were sifting through like the remains of the fire, they found 12 red wedding rings in the fire.
Oh,
so all of these women were engaged, and they had lives ahead of them, and they were mostly immigrants. They couldn't speak English.
Oh my goodness.
And I was so inspired by that, and I was like, these stories are so important and they need to be told.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you wrote a play about it?
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, girl.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting and talking with me.
Of course.
It's so nice to get to know you.
Yeah, it's so nice to get to know you too.
I wish you all the best on your next year.
Thank you.